Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yay! Great.
Can you
Well,
see me okay?
I can. And we have, I've shared it, and it looks like we've got a nice crowd online. So, for
Yay.
those of you who were patient with us, grow, cook, eat, and enjoy. Menehune chef from Kauai, Hawaii, Amanda Smith, is our special guest. Amanda, thank you for taking time to be on the show.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me, Carla.
Oh, you are so welcome. And just because I'm jealous that I'm not in Hawaii, I had to have my fireplace on over to the right of me. It is below zero here.
Oh my goodness, it's freezing. Is it
It,
snowing?
it's not snowing. There are parts of Minnesota that will be getting a blizzard tomorrow and snow. We're supposed to get snow starting from like 9 a.m. till about 2 p.m. So, of course, when you need to be out driving on the roads. But anyway, for those of you who also recognize Amanda, side note, she is also the current the Ms. United States as well, and you may have seen. I am thrilled that you're here. For those of you who have been seeing all of the promotions and the cancellation when I got sick, and and then the promotions again, tell us about your brand.
So I started Menehune Chef. Menehune Chef means literally little chef. And so I created this program to really help kids and families learn how to cook with sustainable foods grown in the Hawaiian Islands. So
Excuse me. Yep.
I actually started on YouTube videos. I thought it'd be really cool to educate people in restaurants. So interviewing different chefs or restaurants to share their recipes and what sustainable means to them. And once I launched all those on YouTube, I went ahead and thought, you know what, why not do live type of cooking classes or lessons for people so that way they have more of a hands-on experience. And so it started in a classroom with preschoolers, and then it went all the way up to first grade, second grade, and then we started expanding. People were loving it. I just went ahead and started doing writing for them, just writing up different curriculums and recipes for everybody to share and take home. And it just went off from there. And now I'm a nonprofit organization. I have been since 2015. And now I'm expanding in San Diego. I'm doing more cooking lessons and doing more group encounters, doing more cooking lessons for, I'd say, like CEOs and people who are interested in cooking and collaboration.
So you took it, you brought it to the mainland and even globally now, it sounds like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it's really expanded outside of Hawaii, and it's just a really fun class.
That is wonderful. And you use the word, and we hear this word a lot, sustainability. What
Mm.
does that mean?
So sustainability, instead of saying the word organic or using the word non-GMO, I like to use sustainable as, picking from your garden or farmer's market. So sustainable really means, who can we support in our local businesses when it comes to farmers?
Right.
And, what kind of established relationships can you find during that time? There's people who go to farmers market and they have their favorite vegetable, stand or their fruit stand, and they'll always look for that same person. So it's, to me, who's growing it, right? Who's bringing it, who's supplying it. That's sustainable to me. Sustainable could be so many different avenues, but for this one, for food, being what it is, it's more, support through community.
Well, and the farmers are the backbone to the United States. So,
That's right.
yeah, well, and farmers all over are. So it's wonderful that you focus on that. Where do you see your brand expanding to in the future?
Well, I really see it not just in California. I really want to reach the East Coast. I want to come to like Minnesota. I want to be able to go around the world, and also with local TV stations as well. I think that it's important to connect with people through social media and news and also TV work, because people are more visual. They want to be able to see
Right.
how to make things from farmers markets and to how to create recipes. And
Mhm.
so I really see it expanding more in different classrooms and television, those types of fields.
Right. No, I think that's wonderful. Um, I know I would benefit, but who would benefit from taking your class?
I would have to say families, anybody can do it. I really want to see families come together and cook more in their kitchens. I see a lot of parents become more fearful of children cooking in the kitchen with them, and
Mhm.
my biggest goal is to get parents comfortable letting their kids take over and letting them help them in the kitchen. And so I'd really like to see that happening a little bit more, and then more global expansion in classrooms. So whether
Wonderful.
it be like live television where they're learning how to cook, or if it's a live demonstration from a teacher or a culinary artist, that's where I really see it
Mhm.
expanding.
I'm quite a bit older than you, but when I was growing up through junior high, home economics was a class you could still take, and that was actually something my own mother majored in. And it seems like sewing and some of that, including cooking, is a lost art because it's not taught, because we don't have people like yourself coming into the classrooms. I think it's just fantastic. So thank you
Thank
for what
you.
you're doing.
Yeah, so I mean, essentially, Menehune Chef is a home ec class,
Yep.
just with a different spin. So I'm not really trying to recreate the wheel. I'm just trying to make sure that we're using more of sustainable foods. We're connecting with our local farmers, or we're growing our own gardens. So that's the only difference.
Oh, I love it. I heard that you are writing a book. Can
I
you tell us a little bit
am.
about that?
Yeah, so as a spin-off to what I've actually been writing when it comes to recipes for the kids in the community, I decided to take the collaboration of recipes and put it in a book. So it's just a way to give back to our local kids or kids around the world or families in general. And the book is basically to inspire, like I said, to
Mhm.
get kids in the kitchen again with their family, and bringing back that tradition in the kitchen. And so that's the main goal of that book, is to really push it and to get people feel inspired to create their own dishes on their own.
That is so awesome. And you continue to inspire me. I had the pleasure to meet you when you were crowned the Miss United States. You're a public figure, you're a television host, Menehune chef, executive director and founder, and a mother. Who do you most admire and why?
You know what? I have a lot of different admirers, but I'd have to say, and I'm sure women can contest for this, is that Oprah Winfrey has been a I'm a big fan of Oprah Winfrey. There's a couple people in the Food Network who inspire me as well. I think her name is Gidia, or yeah, she's an Italian chef. I
Yes.
love her because she is unique in the way that she cooks and inspires others to keep it within the family. She's very traditional.
Mhm.
Those are just a couple people, and especially Oprah. Oprah has been more of a spiritual type of insight for me in changing the aspect of what's important in not just in my life, but in others, and how I can share my own gifts with the world.
Oh, absolutely. No, having been formally trained as a journalist in journalism and news, and her being just such an incredible interview, she's and interviewer. It's been fun to grow up and watch her throughout the years, and in my 32-year journalism career as well. And it's great when you hear someone's story like hers or yours, but hers, she'll share that, she actually had a teacher say she wasn't talented and wouldn't be a journalist, and look what she's done. But then again,
Right.
Walt Disney himself was told by a teacher he wasn't creative. Well, I think he showed him. So it's
Yeah.
just you just need those people to empower and to encourage and to share and to educate, and what a wonderful thing that you are doing. What else would you like to share with our viewers about your brand or what you're doing?
I've gotten a lot of questions on, how are you doing this? How are you multitasking, having kids and travel and writing a book and teaching classes outside of everything? And I think one thing that I want to share with people is,
Mhm.
time management.
Yeah.
You're in control of your own day, and it is up to you to establish that time and use it wisely and well. And,
Mhm.
in between the time, making sure that you're happy. Because if you're not happy, step aside and reassess and get back onto your goals.
Yeah, we have quite a few people online, and we have actually a pageant sister from Minnesota who just said aloha to you.
Tell
Uh,
her hi for me. I can't see
yeah.
everybody, but I'm so excited that I can, Facebook Live or these lives that I'm doing lately. It's just so cool. You
Yeah.
really can network and say hi to everybody, and they're watching you, and vice versa. It's the coolest free type of app that I've ever seen.
Well, and somebody that I so admire here in Minnesota, who's a marketing guru, she said it best today. Um, her company's called Brand Influential Marketing, and for years and years and years, we would market to people. Now the way we market is to engage with people. And that is so huge because we can touch them right now. They're online, they're watching, they can write, and then when you're done, you can go back on into all the comments and watch them. My mom is online, and she asked, "What is your favorite dish?"
Oh, that's a great question, Mom. So I'm a big fan of fish. So I love cooking ahi poke. So ahi poke is cubed raw fish, and I make it with sesame oil, salt, pepper. I'm pretty basic with my dishes, and it all stems from having allergies. And I didn't really talk about that much, but as a
Right.
kid, I was definitely sick all the time. I had
Mhm.
allergies, allergic to food. I was bloated constantly. And I also had, I guess you call it allergies from the air.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but anyways, so food was
Wow.
always the corporate. Like every time I'd eat something, it would always be a fish. So I love
Mhm.
cooking with fish, and I love cooking with salads. I love making and building my own salads, creating dressings and sauces. That's another thing. My favorite is a basic lemon balsamic vinaigrette that I just created and did. I've been
Wow.
working a lot with lemons and limes and just keeping things fresh. I love fresh dishes.
And did you grow up in Hawaii?
I didn't. I'm originally from California. When I was 18 years old, I'm from Southern California. When I was 18 years old, I moved to Hawaii just on my own and decided I wanted to live here.
Wow, that's fantastic. And for those who've been just tuning in and out, I have a special guest with me this evening, Menehune chef from Kauai, Hawaii, Amanda Smith, who does happen to be the Ms. United States. She's a mother, she's a television host, and of course, this brand of what you've been doing with the Menehune chef and your book. You're educating, you're getting into the schools. The old fashioned home ec is back because of
It
you.
is.
It is. I have to ask, when you were talking about fish, is it real fishy? Because I'm not a big fan of things that are real fishy.
If you choose different fishes, it's a good question. It depends on what fish you're using. I like to use ahi. Ahi isn't
Mhm.
as strong. You
Mhm.
can eat it raw, you can eat it seared. There's different ways to cook it. So, but with ahi, no, I don't think so. Some people don't like the flavor of fish, and the way to combat that is just to your seasoning. So, the way that
Okay.
you season it or what you dress it with is really important.
Well, and that's good for all of us Northerners to know, especially us, the Lutheran heritage. I always say our spices are salt and pepper.
There
You know,
you go, salt and
then we, yeah,
pepper.
yeah, then we think
Yeah.
we're really spicing it up, or that's our sauce. So it's really great to have someone with your knowledge and expertise. Is there anything that I haven't asked you about your brand, your cooking, or anything else that you would like to share with those who have tuned in?
No, I think that's it. Again, this was my platform for Ms. United States 2019 was really talking about Menehune Chef and really advertising it. So,
Mhm.
if you want to create a brand, if you're really interested in doing so, make sure it comes from your own heart. It's something that you love and you're passionate about, and then you're able to share it with the world.
If people want to reach out to you for other interviews, I have a lot of media colleagues and people that I know are just going to be like, wait, how can they reach you?
They can reach me at, you can actually go to my website, menehunechef.org. That's
Okay.
pretty simple. Or you can just reach out on Facebook. You can message me, you can email me, everything's on there. Or you can go to Menehune Chef Hawaii at gmail.com. So menehunechefhawaii@gmail.com.
And I will tag you and go back in and tag Menehune Chef so people can connect with you there. Do you cook Minnesota made? Let's see. Does she cook Minnesota made space? The coconut syrup recipe from Hawaii.
Coconut syrup. No, I've never experimented with that, but I do work a lot with coconut milk. So I have a lot of recipes kind of more Hawaii inspired. So with coconut milk, we have the kefir limes. We do a lot of Thai dishes, Filipino dishes. A lot of it is has to do with, using local fish. I try not to use a lot of chicken, but I can definitely make with chicken. We can use coconut in that as well. So I just like to take one thing that inspires me and I start creating as I go. It's really not one specific thing. Yeah.
Another question is also macadamia nut pancakes.
Those are fantastic to eat. I love those. I can make them. Absolutely, you could. You just use your basic ingredients. So you have your flour, you've got your baking soda, you have your eggs. So you put that, you chop up your mac nuts. Oh, absolutely. That's a huge favorite. That's a good one.
Well, and the other question was, do you cook with Minnesota made Spam?
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
So in Austin, Minnesota was host of Miss Minnesota for years and years and years. And the Spam, that's kind of one of the things we're known for. And the Faribault Woolen Mill, it's gross. So
it sounds, if it's regular Spam, we definitely cook with Spam here. I personally don't because I'm using the sustainable foods, but I'm sure you can put it in pretty much anything. And it's actually a Hawaii favorite, Spam is. And there's different flavors. Now there's like teriyaki. I think there's a sriracha one. I don't know.
Ham in a can, someone said. I've never heard of that.
It's literally meat in a can and it's sliced. And you can make musubis. Have you guys ever heard of those? Spam musubi. Yeah, so that's what a lot of people make here with Spam. I again don't cook with it, but it is a local favorite here. Absolutely.
There is a lifelong pageant friend that's online that you've never met. Her name is Denise Becker. Her daughter was a national winner as well in another system, but she must know a lot about Hawaii. I know she's traveled a lot, so she's been asking a lot of these questions as well. And I'm just trying to see if we missed anybody. And of course, if any of you are online and you just tuned in and you want to ask a question, I will tag Amanda. I will tag her Menehune Chef page. That way you can private message her. You can also comment. She will see all the comments as well. Spam and eggs too, she said.
Spam and eggs. That is a local favorite. Or if she's on, Portuguese sausage and eggs. She knows what I'm talking about. So Portuguese sausage, it's a big favorite. You can get it at Costco in these big packs, and all it is just sausage. And it tastes like a Spam, but it's a little bit I think it's more spicy. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's more spicy. I don't personally cook with it, but it's amazing. People love it. You can get it at McDonald's here, which I don't advertise, but a lot of people eat the eggs and the Spam and the Portuguese sausage.
Oh, that is fantastic. For those tuning in, I have Menehune Chef from Kauai, Hawaii, Amanda Smith, who's been our
special guys.
guest. I so appreciate all of you that have tuned in. I know more people will also watch this if they weren't able to. Denise said my husband would love that. I really, really appreciate all of you tuning into Around Town TV Live. I'm Carla Berline. In Minnesota, Around Town TV is the longest airing television community showcase. We've been featuring Minnesota's and now around the world, the best kept secrets in businesses since 2003. Our show spread globally when new media or social media came to be, YouTube, and we started doing these live shows a little over 2 years ago. And so I'm grateful to connect with people like Amanda, where I can bring you people and ideas and brands from all over globally. So thank you so much, Amanda, for sharing more. And before we close, was there anything else?
That's it. I'm so happy to be on here. Thank you so much, Carla. This means a lot to me.
Oh, likewise. I just admire you and all you're doing, and I hope to be able to have you back on in a few months again. Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Carla Berline, and you are watching Around Town TV Live, and we look forward to seeing you every Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Central Time, right here on Around Town TV. We'll see you later, Amanda. Thank you for being
Bye.
here.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Bye.
I go where everyone is friendly. I go where I am known. I go where I'm not an illusion. Where I go, I've noticed everybody goes.